Well, Dune Awakening is almost here. It's surprising to see that this game that we just started talking about just a couple months ago is now about to release. And I pre-ordered the game, so you don't have to. We're going to showcase the game, and before we do, we have to say what's up. Yes, this is everything you need to prepare for the launch of Dune Awakening. Let's see first what kind of monetization they've got going in. This whole video breaking it down. I'm always pro-consumer with my kind of features, and if I haven't watched this, we're going to see if this is good for you, the consumer, and not just another fun game to see. Let's see what they have in store for us. Dune Awakening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Yeah. Ah, Muad'Dib, look at him. You know that's on purpose, champ. Looks good. It does look fun, champ. And we're going to have a good time.
My name's Joel Bylos, and I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening.
Joel with the drip. Funcom, getting it done. This is like one of the most, as somebody who used to work at a game studio briefly, having the drip from the game studio and like wearing it proudly is really, it makes you happy, but that's not the point of this video. Let's keep on watching. Joel, 070.
Soon, we're going to be opening pre-orders for the game. So today, I'd like to talk to you about our post-launch plans so that you can make an informed decision about your purchase.
Dune Awakening.
The key things that you need to know about Dune Awakening's launch are that it will not launch in early access, and it will not have a monthly subscription. It will receive regular free updates, including new content, new features, and quality of life improvements.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, no subscription. None. You buy it once, you have it. And they mentioned there's going to be a couple DLCs. We're going to talk about it more. Ladies and gentlemen, W. Dune Awakening, W. Let's talk about what I think that means, though. You're going to see a lot of cosmetics. A lot of cosmetics. Because without a subscription, y'all know that the bulk, like 90% of a video game's money is made at the launch of a new game. Even subsequent expansions do not make as much as the actual launch of the game. You're going to see a lot of cosmetics. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Cosmetics are fine. Just to be clear, we're going to talk about this a lot in our eFrontier video too, sheesh, with their new cosmetics. Cosmetics are fine within reason. So we need to talk about this. No subscription is really good because it means that you can buy the game and not feel forced to play it. But a no subscription is also technically bad. It's a bit of both, because without a consistent income stream from the game, the devs are incentivized to make, let's say, easier to build things. So a cosmetic, a reskin for a ornithopter, or a reskin for a house. By the way, is this house buildable? Do y'all see that? Can we just hold the phone? Is this house something you can make in the game? Look at this. The levels and struts and portals to get in. Look at this. This is pretty sick. And look, you can already see, look, this ornithopter is a different color, right? So skins for your ornithopter. Confirm. So what a monthly subscription does is I think monthly subscriptions are actually one of the best monetization models in gaming because it gives the developers consistent income to be able to make things, and it makes the player be like, I'm going to play the game now. And you might say that can be toxic where they feel forced to play the game. That's fair. That's fair. I've said I don't love subscription models, but I think they're still one of the best ways for both teams, devs and players, to coexist, because it kind of forces players to have a player base now today. Dune Awakening has been made very clear that it's going to be more like Rust, like Conan Exiles. These are the same devs from Conan Exiles, that you're going to have servers that you can join. I believe that's what's happening. Okay. So it's not like World of Warcraft where there has to be a consistent player base in order for the economy to thrive, not have like a dead server. You can go on a server with your buddies and just be yourselves, which is what I plan to do with y'all. We're going to get into that. Okay. Yeah, you're hearing it here first. Loru Gaming community server. I'm figuring it out. You'll see. I'm figuring it out. Okay. So we're gonna have a good time with the community live streaming it, the whole kit and caboodle, y'all. Okay. So gonna be a lot of fun. Pog is right for us. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've confirmed in this video for the first time, you can play with me. Yes, and the community, you'll have a Dune Awakening instance. We're gonna figure out how to do it. I don't know if I can do it at launch, but we're gonna figure it out how to get it done. It's gonna be a good time. Okay. So no, let's rewind it so we can hear exactly what he said a little bit more, okay?
Launch are that it will not launch in early access.
That deserves its like own video. They're basically saying they are saying this is not a half-finished product. This is a game that is, we consider done. Now, chat, they're going to improve on it, and there's going to be bugs. There's going to be jank. But this is a done game that they are launching. What I'll tell you is my marketing brain is kind of going off with this, that when they marry, hey, the game is done, it's not in early access, and we're going to launch paid DLCs that you can have. What I think is happening is the finished game that we get at launch is going to be yay big. Next year, the game's going to be this big with the inclusion of paid DLCs and free updates, both. And then the year after, it'll be this big. So at launch, it's going to be not as big as some people might want, and I'm hoping that the depth is added more. Prove me wrong, Dune Awakening. I am excited to be proved wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. So, and I see him moving. Funcom has never released the done game. I love their games, though. I'm okay with the game being buggy and have some jank, as long as it's enjoyable. Because if it improves over time, right? So, just crazy. So,
it will not have a monthly subscription.
It
will receive regular free updates, including new content.
Regular free updates, including new content. Regular free updates. And again, I'm a marketer, chat, by trade. So what you're going to see is regular could be twice a year. That's fine, by the way. Devs, when you watch this, because I know you will, because I know the community team is killing it, that's fine. I'd rather it be twice a year and be good content than have it be like once a month and have it be like, we added a scope. Like, really?
New features.
I trust.
And quality of life improvements. And in addition to these free updates, we will offer optional DLCs. We will be releasing major free updates, expanding the story and adding new content and features. And with each major update, we will release a DLC. There will be an
Can you say that again?
We will be releasing major free updates, expanding the story and adding new content and features. And with each major update, we will release a DLC.
So, I love this. This is like Warframe. I agree. So, No Man's Sky came out with a new update today, and they have never done a paid DLC. They've just always had free updates to their base game, and they just put their game on sale. They sell a bunch more copies, and it actually works. But they're a unique case because they already have the notoriety of the public. There's something to be said about how No Man's Sky is actually a marketing case study of how to take a goodwill and use it for both teams' benefits, devs and player base, right? They're killing it. Okay, No Man's Sky, unironically, one of the best games in 10 years. Straight up, even though it launched horribly, they have redeemed themselves 10 times over. This feels like Warframe. This kind of looks like Destiny a little bit. I like that they're being upfront with, look, we're going to say, here's free content updates and there's a paid DLC. What I'm not sure on is the paid portion of the DLC, like Elder Scrolls Online. In ESO, they will add chapters to the game. These are paid DLCs that have missions, skills, items, loot that is locked behind this paid DLC, but it's like $5, right? So I was a thief, in Elder Scrolls Online maps. Exactly correct. Thank you, Harton. And if I wanted the best thief skill, I would go get the paid thief DLC. But if there was some warrior skill I didn't need, I wouldn't get whatever the ranger, necromancer, whatever the heck the classes are. My Guild Wars 2 brain is like scrambling. I wouldn't get those. I would get the thief one. If it's like that, where like, here's the Mentat DLC that gives you a better Mentat skill, I think that's still okay. I would like to see how the balance is, because there's balance. I've said this before, Harton. ESO did DLCs right. I think that's a good monetization model. Saying like, look, here's pieces of the game that if you want it, you have to pay for it. And if you don't want it, you don't have to pay for it. I think that's very pro-consumer. That's very pro-gamer, where instead of making the base game like $100 and you get access to all these skills, the base game it's such like a monthly sub. This is ESO still. And then look, if you're a thief, you want to go after the thief skills, here it is. Like DayZ, exactly. So we're going to talk about this a lot again in the eFrontier video. Monetization of video games has not really gone in a good direction in 10 years, but the price of making games has gone up. So developers are having this increased challenge to get great stories and things for us to enjoy, but in a way that we can actually afford. That's tough. So straight up, Dune Awakening saying free updates, and there also will be paid DLC. I like this approach. Hey, some content's going to be free. Some is going to be paid. What is paid is the rub. We'll have to see when that launches. We are going to give you those full guides when it comes out for Dune Awakening. Sub to the channel, the whole thing.
There will be an option to buy a season pass, which includes several DLCs, but you'll also be able to buy them standalone when they release and as.
I got to tell you, chat, I saw this video came out and I said to myself, oh, please be good. I hope it's okay. This is good. A season pass is okay by itself. If you have a monthly subscription and a season pass and paid DLCs that are like skills, gameplay stuff, non-cosmetics, and a cosmetic shop, it's like, oh my God, like it's just so many things. Destiny, right? I like season passes because it lets you and your buddies say, you know what? For the next 6 months, we're going to play Dune Awakening. I'm going to do this. What I hope they do is the season passes are more Helldivers 2. When season passes go wrong are when the season passes are time-gated in a non-competitive game. In Warzone, when you have the season passes in Call of Duty that end after 3 months, and if I spend money and I don't no life the game, I won't get the final item. And then you might say,
you can just pay money to move the season pass up.
Boy, is that toxic. I pay toxic for the consumer. I pay money with Call of Duty to get a season pass that I then can pay money to increase. Lame. The Helldivers 2 season passes, you buy them, you own them forever. I haven't played Helldivers 2 in a year. I signed into Helldivers 2 last week to play with Time Thor, one of my like best friends. And we played Helldivers 2. My season passes were still there. I was keep on leveling. I could finally get that weapon that I remember I was going after. If they do that, I'm in. If the season pass is like, hey, in 9 months it's gone, don't love that. If it's a year to finish it, okay. Like there has to be some give and take here. If it has infinite time, that's what I prefer to finish the season pass. I think that's best for the consumer. But that also means that now you have these season passes that will be bought at the start, but then basically like not again. You know, they have to incentivize it somehow. But if a season pass is like 3 months, like what Warzone does, that's too toxic for the consumer and I don't like it. Season passes, W, we'll see. We'll see how they implement it, okay? Did I ever play Conan Exiles? I did not. So same system there, paid DLC, season pass with free paid versions. Now the question for this Muoned, is it working? Is it good? Do you like the quality you're getting since you've actually seen it? Diablo 4 at launch was the worst. I said this when Diablo 4 launched, this is a waste of time. I'm not playing it. I have lost all faith in Blizzard Activision, top to bottom. That's another video. Funcom, please rise above the AAA company toxicity and please let Dune Awakening be good.
They release. Some editions of the game will also include a head start of 5 days starting on the 15th of May.
I hate this. Hate it. Terrible gaming practice. Terrible. One of the worst things to come out of the recent monetization models is pay us more money and we give you the game early. Terrible. Hate it. The worst. As a content creator, I bought this pack because it's a needed cost. It's my job to do this. I have to do it. Here's what I recommend all of you do. If you're on the fence about this game, don't pre-order it. I say this for every game. Don't pre-order any games because developers, capital M in the market, have lost my faith. I'll pre-order the game and show it to all of you and make honest guides on it that are pro-viewer, pro-consumer, and then you can make up your mind. So this is all nice. First L, don't like this. Hate, or pay us money, get early access to game, hate it.
Sure, this allows people to get into the game early, but it also helps us to make sure that we can balance the server load as people come into the game through launch.
Look, that's true, but let's be honest. He could have ended the sentence at, it helps us. Period. This is not an untrue statement, but it is marketing speak. And if you come to my channel as a marketer, I did this for 10 years, chat. I literally worked at a game studio, and I've managed tens of millions of dollars into hundreds of millions of dollars in paid organic and social media, influencer marketing, etc. This is not an untrue statement. It will help them to balance the servers. It will. But it's still a toxic practice that's not pro you. Why can't they open up the servers? Hey, everybody, America servers are going live on Tuesday, and Europe servers are going live on Wednesday, or vice versa. And then just keep moving the time zone over every 6 hours, and we're going to gate it by a day. Why not do that? Because that wouldn't make them money. See what I'm saying?
For the best possible experience. And players who want the fresh start experience will still be able to play on new servers, which will launch when the game launches on the 20th of May.
Sure.
Lastly, we'll be...
That's good. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt here, chat. You have the early access. There are the servers that will launch at early access in their forward thinking. Gotta tell you, that's a good way to do this, albeit still don't love the early access practice. This is a good way to do it. On launch day, there will be more new servers that those early access people are not going to go over to, probably, because their items and their stuff are on these servers, the early access servers. So you buying the game and not wanting to spend more money on another week, just get 5 days back, you can then launch with your buddies on new at launch servers. Okay, fair enough. I accept.
We're releasing a blog with all of the information I've shared, and it'll include updated PC specs for running the game.
That's good.
Our benchmark mode is also still live if you want to check how your PC will run the game before you pre-order.
Was that a garage?
So still live if you want to check how...
Look, we've reacted to the game stuff in the past. Game looks good. I'm excited to figure out how to get a server going with the fans so that we can be in dune buggies and go battle sandworms together. Okay? We're going to figure out how to do that. I don't want to do it on a public server. It might be 3 months from now because maybe I can't rent the server until then. We'll see. So that's a thick door. Anybody seen I love Charlie Wilson's work.
How your PC will run the game before you pre-order.
That's a thick door.
Thanks very much for listening. I look forward to seeing you all on the sands of Arrakis.
Me too. Look, this was good. Okay, here's the video. We'll put this in the description as well, so you can go check out the comments and do that kind of stuff live. Super interesting. The pre-order stuff is live. I did pre-order the game, again, so that I can get it and show it to you all. Let me show you how this goes. All right. Does it show the model here? All right. This is what I wanted. First of all, you can see, right? This is something you need to prepare for Dune Awakening, are the PC specs. This is, I got this link by clicking from here and scrolling down a little bit. It shows you the PC specs. I love that they show this out of the gate. Look at what it needs. 75 gigs. It's a massive game. This is big. This is kind of standard now. I don't like that the games are this big now, but I understand it and makes sense. All right, so ads aside, we're on some other site, whatever. These are the stuff you're going to get when you buy the game. So the standard edition, you can buy these now, but again, don't pre-order stuff. I'll pre-order stuff. Okay, thank you. You get the base game, a terrarium, and a sunset. So the pre-order bonuses for the standard edition are these. You get a terrarium and you get a die set. You don't need these. Would you like a terrarium of the little rabbit? Sure. Of the Muad'Dib rabbit? Sure. But again, if you want to pre-order the game, if you feel like you're going to play it, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Call it a day. So the deluxe edition is going to get all of these. Okay, so we come down to this. You get armor. You get the season pass if you're doing the deluxe edition, and you get the head start. So the standard edition, you can pre-order the game with the standard edition and you don't get a head start. That's pretty lame. I think all pre-orders should have the head start, but you know, whatever. May 15th. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if I can stream the game on May 15th. I think I can because it's launching, but I have to check the NDA and all that. I might have to wait to stream it until the launch day, even though this is the launch day. So check there. Check back and then you'll see what's up. The Ultimate Edition gets literally everything. So you get a bike swatch, probably a skin, an ornithopter skin, a soundtrack, an art book, whatever, a still suit from the game, a building set. I don't know what this means. We'll have to see a Bator armor and then everything else. So which one should you get? Honestly, I think the only really valuable one is this one. Because what you're paying for with the deluxe edition is actually the season pass and the head start. So instead of buying a season pass for a game that you haven't played yet, that you're unsure of, I would not do that. I would not get the deluxe edition and the ultimate edition. Chat, I'll just be honest with you. I got the ultimate edition because I'm going to see if I can give some of these items away to y'all. Do I have to keep the ornithopter swatch? I'll just give it to one of you, you know? I would get the standard edition because if you're going to pre-order it, because then you get the terrarium and the cool little Muad'Dib bunny. But if you don't want to pre-order the game, don't. If you are unsure about the game, don't buy the game, and definitely don't get the one that has the season pass in it if you're unsure about the game. That's what I recommend that you should do. Okay. So that's Dune Awakening. It's coming up. We announced on this stream that we are going to be figuring out how to play with all of you. We're very excited for that, okay? You also saw how to spec your computer, what the monetization model is, and some good discussions about how things go. We are going to be doing some Dune Awakening guides and seeing how you can get some good items in the game. So make sure you come on back and you can see if this game is worth spending the money on. We're always about the viewer and the consumer first. I hope Funcom does well. Dune is one of my favorite movies in recent time, and I've read the first 2 books. I'm not probably reading any more books because the stuff gets weird fast. So make sure if you want the best Dune guides, you sub right here. And if you want all the best game news, that's this playlist right here. We'll see you in the next video, y'all. Thanks very, very much.